We had an opportunity to go on a cruise to Alaska because I had to be in Seattle for a Walden University where I was working as adjunct for a faculty seminar. So my flight was paid, and we thought we'd take advantage of it and do a week-long trip to Alaska, something that Dave has always wanted to do. I didn't want to do it. It just didn't ever really interest me, so I did it just to make him happy, but I'm certainly glad we did. We flew in on a Saturday. No, excuse me. Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did we stay there 2 nights?
We stayed there one night, but we flew in, didn't we?
Oh, we must have flown
Friday?
We must have flown in on Saturday.
Yeah, it left on Sunday night.
Yeah. I went to
I think
because the meeting started later Saturday afternoon.
Oh.
And we met with a cousin of Dave's who lives in Seattle, Nancy Hunter, and her husband. And I went to my meetings, and then we went the next day. We got a chance to see a little bit of Seattle, not too much. And then we got the boat around 5 o'clock on Sunday. This was probably the only day where it was a little cloudy, and the rest of the trip we fortunately had great weather.
Yeah.
But here you can see we had a room that was on the stern of the ship, and there's Dave, and I was probably unpacking, and you can see the Space Needle in the background.
And that's Gwen after packing. No, that was before
Yeah,
packing.
here
we
this
were
didn't.
waiting for the luggage.
Yeah, here I think we were waiting to take off. Oh no, I guess we were probably just going. We actually went up to the top walking area.
Oh, Allah. Allah. In the background there's the corporate headquarters for Starbucks for Gwen.
Seattle must be the coffee capital of the United States.
That's just another.
We're
That was the
taking
front.
that ship.
That was the front. Yeah, the Dawn or Sun or
Something Princess. We're scheduled to go on that ship in a couple of months down in the
the
Caribbean.
Caribbean. Yep.
But there's Seattle in the background. So they have, several ships that take off right around the same time.
And there Gwen is lounging before departure in one of the many bars.
Well, it was nice because the chair had legs that you could kick out, and we could see right out over the bridge, of the ship. So we were just trying to get familiar with the ship.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I'm looking for a Wi-Fi area. Well, there she is, doing work.
Yeah, trying to hurry up because I was teaching for 4 or 5 different universities, so I was trying to hurry up and get some work done before we took off and had some free wireless.
That's just looking out to the balcony from inside the room.
And the balcony was so nice. It had the teak floors, and it had the 2 lounge chairs. And remember, it was a little bit nicer than what we had in the Princess.
Like a Virgo.
Well, somebody has to get us unpacked. This is before we had to go to the muster station for a drill.
Starbucks. It didn't come out real well, or maybe it'll look better on the screen, but in the background there is Mount Rainier. Huge. I guess it's actually a volcano. Not extinct, but what do you say, an inactive volcano? But, there it is.
When we travel, I tend to do the video camera, and Dave does the stills. It works out.
dad and I actually went to the World's Fair when it was in Seattle in 1963, and I got to go to the top of the Space Needle. It was kind of neat.
I was there in the 90s for a paper, a PMS conference actually. But I don't think I went up in the Space Needle. And as evening started to settle in, because this was May 21st was the date, we were probably getting ready to go. Well, yeah, probably getting ready to go eat dinner. Or was it
we're
just a
still in
storm?
Seattle.
Yeah.
Isn't she cute? She does look happy, doesn't she?
Well, and then they had in the couch they had in the room, they had those two drawers, and we found these wool blankets because
They were perfect.
it wasn't cold, but it was chilly.
Just like the Titanic.
Yeah, it was really, those little wool blankets were really nice. There's Grandpa. The Coast Guard followed us out, if you recall. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Wake up, Gwen. Gwen, it's...
So I was sound asleep when you took that, huh?
Mhm.
The funny thing is, the first night and then the rest of the day on Monday, we were at sea on Monday, was very rocky. They actually had gale force winds, and since we were at the stern, it was even rockier. A lot of people were very disturbed by it. It didn't bother us. I just remember trying to go to the bathroom at night and kind of banging against the wall. This is actually the 23rd, so that was Tuesday when we arrived in. This is when we
Hubbard?
actually sailed all day Tuesday, but that was the day we got to Hubbard Glacier.
We sailed 2 days up.
Well, we stopped at Hubbard Glacier for the afternoon. Remember?
We left Sunday. We sailed Monday.
So it goes all the way up to
Tuesday.
it went through the what's that called? The inland.
Inland Passage.
The inland passage, and the highest point we went to is called Hubbard Glacier, and we'll talk about that next.
The color of the sky and the color of the water up there was just, yes, that's Molly in the background, was just really, really, really beautiful.
And we lucked out because it was so clear and so sunny.
Alaska, further up, just south of Hubbard.
That was the neat thing about going up that inland passage is you feel like you're on a river because you see land on both sides.
Well, we're in the ocean now. We're not.
I know, but I said it was like when we're in the inland passage.
Shoreline there in the distance. Tons of mountains, tons of snow.
Yeah, do you remember how we would go up to the trough? Dave and I called the top, the Lido deck where they have
the buffet all day, all
we
night.
call it the trough. we learned that food is tolerable, but the best foods were in the restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah,
In
just
lunch.
incredible difference. But we would go up there and you look out the window and you would just stop because it was just
Beautiful.
overwhelming. Just like in the National Geographic. This is what I was just talking about. This is where we were eating lunch, waiting to get to the Mendenhall Glacier. We're heading now into the little, what's it called,
Yakutat Bay.
Yakutat Bay, where the the Hubbard Glacier is. And they let us out on the bow of the ship.
So there it is in the far distant in the front. It'll get better here in a minute.
And at the base is where the glacier is. That kind of blue color. The glacier is towards the left, sort of towards the bow of the ship. Go ahead.
It was kind of cool. They have out on the deck that they had pea soup.
People were real friendly. It was surprisingly very comfortable. The only way we felt cold on the trip was our hands, if you just remember.
We got gloves later on.
Because I packed for the Caribbean.
Looks like a couple of tourists.
We were. At the bottom of the ocean there are some small ice, floating ice. And we learned that when you see the ice where it looks like it's dirt, it's actually silt from the mountains as it comes down.
Hubbard. Well, I should see you walking down.
There's a ship way down there, and we took turns. I think that was the Princess ship. And then once they left,
Oh no, that was another
Holland America,
Yeah.
right? And once they left, when they got alongside one another, they beat their horns, and then we got a chance. We actually got to a mile, and then sat out there for about 4 hours. Let me. As you can see, we're getting a lot closer to the glacier.
Big chunks of ice. That may look small, but it's pretty darn big.
There's a nice picture of the glacier. And then we stood out there trying to listen for calving, which is when large chunks of the ice break off.
Sounds like thunder.
And one side on the right actually closed off in the mid-90s, which is actually an inlet that leads to Russia.
Sam. And that's the other Holland America ship that's, I think, passed the line.
Trading places. Wow, that's beautiful.
Getting close.
So beautiful. Hey, look at that.
I'm trying to babysit the dog here. The colors were...
Well, what's nice about that picture too is you can see the reflection in the water. It's really pretty. Oh, tell them why it's blue.
I don't remember. Why is it blue, Gwen?
Are you serious? You really don't?
I
Because
forgot.
it absorbs every color but blue.
Oh, that's right.
And this glacier is one of the few that's actually advancing rather than receding. In the middle there, where the dark mountain, and you'll see the glacier on your left, that's where it leads into the a route into Russia.
Into Russia.
Yeah, they talked about it. They said that this actually would lead you right into Russia. Oh yes, it's not that far from Russia. And that the one, I was kind of hoping that big
Thing there.
thing there by
Correct.
cab, but it didn't. But that was the section that actually was closed off.
Aha. And that's looking back out to sea.
Oh yeah, as we're getting ready probably to head back.
There wasn't, when we were there, the Hubbard Glacier wasn't the only one. This is another one that was on the, one of the sides of that bay. Nice picture. Glacier in front, mountains in back, sky above.
Here is a true menopausal woman.
Everybody else is dying.
Comfort zone.
We're all tuckered out now. We're leaving Hubbard.
So we went back to our room, which was at the
But
stern of the ship, and we got a chance to get more pictures as we were pulling away from the glacier.
bye the Hubbard. That's on my desktop.
Oh yeah, computer. The ships can only come in this area between May and, was it October? Or end of September? So it's hard to imagine what this would be like in December, January. Probably frozen, huh? So this is still Tuesday evening, and we're now in the, I think we're in the open.
Well, actually, if
No,
you
yeah, I
look,
guess
there's land back there
yeah.
through the...
And we're heading towards Juneau.
Look at all that tech crap she has. God. Look at it. I wonder what song she's listening to. We were leaving Hubbard, and I have no idea what mountain range it is, or just stunning. Stunning. And the monster mountain there, I don't know how many thousands of feet high, but Hubbard, I think, was to the right of that, buried in there somewhere, but very humbling to be in Alaska.
Yeah, the thing that got us the most was how light out,
How late?
how late it was still light out. I think that's the correct way to say it. 11 o'clock at night, it was still light out.
So cool. It was
And
so cool.
then it was light again at 4 a.m.
When we come. We got back from dinner and
Yeah, that's why we took the
11
pictures,
o'clock or
because it
so.
was still light out, yeah. We had the 8:30 dinner or something, 8 o'clock dinner.
Yeah.
And it was really nice because we had a table for 4, because this was assigned seating. And it was so cool because the couple, the other,
They didn't show.
yeah, so we had the table to ourselves. So it's
Early
morning
morning.
time, yeah.
Juneau port.
We
that-
got in around 7 a.m. or something.
And that's looking out from our balcony, and there was a ship. I don't know. The really expensive one, Harmony, or that
Oh, Crystal.
Crystal.
Or
Yeah.
Celebrity, or
Big
whatever.
Yeah, the very expensive cruise line was in back of us.
But across the way is Juneau, which is the
Capital.
capital of Alaska, and the only way in is by boat or by plane.
That's just the harbor of Juneau.
Pretty.
Land on the water
You
plane.
got a seaplane.
Seaplane.
Seaplane landing. But I think what got me about these little towns we stopped in was the western. It's like you could back in the 19th century.
Now, what got me was how the mountain range or the mountains just go vertical, half a
Right
mile
at
from
the
the
shore,
center
yeah.
of town.
Yeah. In fact, many of the buildings were in the mountain. Built into the mountain.
That's our ship.
The Western Dam.
Downtown Juneau. I think that's the main street, whatever it was.
We would, every port, we would stop and look for an internet cafe. Because it was a lot cheaper to access internet than on the ship. The ship was like 70 cents a minute, and we bought a package deal for $100
It
for
lasts a whole long time.
70 or 80 minutes or something. But that's pretty amazing that you're doing the internet on the ocean.
Yep. And that's just the picture of the ship, the whole ship in port, Juneau. So as you walk downtown in Juneau, in between the buildings, you would see these stairs going, as you can see, up to, I guess, the next street up above. And
A very steep staircase. How many stairs
it's like
that
the
is.
Great Wall of China. Like I say, mountains right and back.
It must be wicked cold. El Sombrero.
No.
We didn't go there. We did go to the Alaska State Museum.
Mhm.
That was
Totems,
really interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. So they had some totems in there. And you'll see that we actually go on a tour of a totem town later on.
In Juneau.
No, that wasn't in Juneau.
Yeah, it was. Remember how we took the bus out there? Yes.
No, Juneau we did the glacier and the flight. Yeah.
Never mind.
We did that in Sitka
No, we went to the
or Ketchikan. one of them.
Ketchikan. There we go. We got
Go ahead, Dave.
Okay. The bus service in Juneau.
The big thing that I surprised Dave with and paid for
She
was
paid for the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's just
was
kind of,
everybody had told us that you should really take an aerial flight. So
in a helicopter.
yeah, well, they said aerial period. But helicopter, yeah, because you can, it was amazing. So we got in this little helicopter. There were 6 people on it.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't be over 250 pounds or something.
Yeah.
And so the big thing for us was it was a helicopter ride, and we got to land on the Mendenhall Glacier, which we'll show in a minute. But the helicopter ride was pretty amazing. I liked that.
Yeah.
And I think I paid like $300 or $400 per person.
Are we okay to go, Gwen?
I sat right up front next
to me.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I was up by the door.
And then it was me, and then the pilot, and then 3 in the back.
And
I
the
think.
pilot was a young guy. Very nice. There were about 4 or 5 helicopters that took off at the same time, and they followed one another. And you can kind of see in the left part of this picture is the whir of the blade, the helicopter, whatever you call that.
And that's Juneau International. I don't even know if it's an international airport. That's Juneau Airport.
And then it was a few miles outside town.
We're turning right, can you tell? I think that's where we're going to end up.
Yeah, right in the middle there, the glacier.
And you'll see right up there, there's a helicopter arcing over the top of that mountain.
So they probably landed first, and we were right behind them.
Get closer.
there's the glacier down there, right as the water comes down the mountain. And here we are landing. Right?
And we're coming down right on top of it.
And right in the middle of this picture, you can see there's some people and there's a tent, and they have these young kids that are out there waiting for the different tour groups to come in, and then they tell you about the glacier and kind of watch over you. They stay there for about 12 hours, and it was cold. We were cold there.
And we've landed.
And you'll see where it has that light blue color is the water. It's, you know, it's not frozen ice. And they gave us special shoes to wear.
They're leaving us. The helicopters leave, where it's just us and the guides up there, and then they go back and get another group and bring them up.
And switch out. This is called a crevasse, and you can see the water. I mean, that's pretty amazing. We got a chance to drink some water that they estimated to be 150 years old, and there can't be any bacteria. It's too freaking cold.
In blues like you've never seen.
And that's just silt from the mountain as the water comes down.
Just amazing. A happy glacier couple.
And we were there. That was like a record day for us, you know. It was pretty amazing.
It was cool.
Yeah. Literally. Wow, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It just shows you the power of nature. Imagine what it's like there in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm. Gwen, don't get too close, okay? Gwen?
So there's the hut.
People were in there because they were cold, and that's where they kept supplies, probably an extra radios and supplies if they have to stay overnight.
They were probably waiting getting ready to wait for the return trip helicopter. And we're heading back.
We're going bye-bye.
And if you recall, on the way back, this guy was like
Run and
Corneli
gun.
Jones. Yeah, he went up
Run
over
and
the
gun.
mountains and practically straight down.
Run and gun. So this is, looking up at the glacier from where we were landing.
I don't think you can see it here, but I remember when we crossed over the mountain, he had said that he saw bear tracks. But you want to tell him about that island?
Oh, we can't see it from here.
Oh,
But
that's
there was
not the one?
No.
Oh.
But anyway, we'll show the slide here eventually, but there's an island that you can see. I don't remember how big they said it was, but there's more brown bears,
Square mile or
or
something?
black bears or brown bears. There's more bears per square mile than anywhere else in the,
In the world.
one per, square mile or something like
I
that.
don't remember, but phenomenal amount of...
So you're
not a place to
go camping. Anywhere there's the island where there's a
It's like
zillion bears.
it's the middle
The big
one
one.
there with the two little
It
lumps.
is? Well, I thought it was the big one there at the back.
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
a-
think that would make more sense. Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
sucker. We're coming down fast.
Yeah.
Believe in Juno?
Dave got a couple bottles of wine when we were in Seattle. Remember?
What did that have to do with Juno?
Well, I think I'm drinking a glass of wine there.
Oh, it's all right. Juno, that's all. You don't have to. Oh,
Good.
we're taping. Aye.
That's not our ship.
No. Otherwise, we got on the wrong ship. Now,
So we
this is
were
the
on
inland
our way
passage.
to Sitka.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're in Sitka.
So this was Tuesday. Wait, Wednesday.
And I don't remember what they call those things, those boats.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh gosh, those are what we took to get into,
Port.
because the what are those called again?
I can't remember.
Because the ship didn't have a harbor, so we had to take these little boats into town from the big boat.
Eagle on top of that nautical sign. There were eagles
Sitka
everywhere.
was amazing.
Yeah. I want to move to Sitka.
Yeah, Sitka was, and you can see we had a nice sunny day, and
Ship.
now
Eagle.
that's our boat.
Yeah. Eagle on the sign.
Pontoons.
I don't think so.
No?
All right, we'll think of it later. Downtown Sitka. Big Russian influence.
Well, yeah, this is where they had the handoff from, which you'll see in a minute, where they had the handoff from Russia ownership to Alaska in the 1800s. They bought it for what, like $2 million or some ridiculous amount?
Half a penny an acre or something. That's a better view of Sitka downtown. What was so cool about the harbor of Sitka is the little islands or whatever they're called.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. On the phone with Casey, I believe.
Yeah, and this is where they had the handoff, or the trade-off. And if the sign had said that they had a hard time taking down the Russian flag when it happened. A little symbolism there, huh?
Mm-hmm. And we chose to walk, I don't know, a mile or two out to the...
The bird, it was a bird place.
Not, were they...
Raptor Center.
Raptor Center. And this is what it was like walking out there.
And here's the Raptor Center where they, it was Raptor, there was a different name for it, but they had rescued eagles.
Raptors.
Yeah, and other
Raptors.
other raptors. Hawks
I don't even know.
But most of them are injured by human, right? By flying
cars
into
or trucks, electrical wires.
Yeah, they were so beautiful.
Or hitting, windows in houses or buildings.
Owls also.
Thank you.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's like he has his head tilted all the way back. And remember, he was like sunbathing. Remember?
I need coffee.
No, we were waiting for our bus ride to the totem town.
No, we weren't. Then we took the ship up the channel.
I'm getting them mixed up.
You sure are, honey.
Yes, this is where we went on a boat ride out to the salmon hatchery and a nature tour.
Mm-hmm.
Our room was like the fourth floor up on the right side, on the far right side of the boat.
Oh, eagle at the top! Eagle at the top of the tree.
Yeah, that was a beautiful boat ride that we took along the shoreline there on the way to the hatchery. Check it out, an eagle flying.
I want that house.
Where you see the little white head there is an eagle.
They're everywhere.
It was like crows.
They're everywhere.
It was just phenomenal. here we are coming to the salmon hatchery, which we didn't see any salmon, but we'll explain more in a minute.
Go ahead.
We really enjoyed this. Dave and I, and help me
Yes,
out.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Dave and I were a little suspicious when they said that it was a hatchery, because we thought, wouldn't it be better? We didn't really know the difference of wild salmon versus, farm-raised salmon.
I always
So we kind of thought the hatchery was farm-raised.
Right.
So we learned a lot here. We learned that this is actually a place that has funding from University of Alaska, and what they do is they're doing research, and they I guess the female salmon lays 2,000 eggs at a time, 2,000 plus eggs at a time,
A bunch.
and then they cut open the female, because the female will automatically die anyway.
And then they mark
test
them somehow?
they test the eggs, and they test them they do DNA testing, and then they destroy them if there's some sort of problem with the egg, and then if not, then they're whatever they do. But then as soon as they have this set up so that it replicates a rushing river, and then as soon as the salmon start doing their swimming in circles thing, they release them. Now you can explain about how little they get back.
Oh, what is it? 1%?
2%. Oh, yeah, it was 2%.
It wasn't much. Of all those thousands and thousands of salmon that are released, very little come back.
And they had just released them, so we missed it. But
Didn't we see some babies? Didn't we see
no,
some?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't remember. But and there was all kinds of eagles there nearby, because they're looking for the salmon.
Yeah.
So, and it was just this pristine little place in this cove, and it was just amazing. But so we learned that we should eat wild salmon.
It has to say wild on the
On the
package?
label, yeah.
Or the...
Because if not, and because most of the farm-raised salmon comes out of Chile,
It is full of...
it's genetically altered. They use different chemicals, and so it's just so bad for you. So this is the one thing where you want to spend the money and
Get wild
get the
salmon.
better meat, better fish.
Probably one flew by.
So there are a couple of eagles
on the ground,
ground.
nonetheless. Back on the boat.
Back on the boat, and our next day we go to Ketchikan.
Friday morning. This is at Port Juneau. We weren't
No,
there.
Ketchikan.
Ah, Ketchikan.
The
I get it mixed up.
Alaska port.
There was another ship in back of us. I can't remember what it was, but
Yeah.
this is the port of Ketchikan. Just the inside of one of the lounges they have on the ship. And this is what you sit and look out in one of the bars. Yes, that's her head, and we're getting off going to Juneau.
No,
Ketchikan.
Ketchikan. That's the rear of our boat.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why you check it.
Oh yeah, the Western
Yeah,
Dam.
Western Dam. And so we were on the right side, about 3 or 4 up.
Very cool. Very cool.
What was the name of our deck?
I can look it up. I don't
Funny
remember.
things you don't remember. Yeah. The excursion we did on this day was called Totem in Town. So we went to this little Totem Town.
It was actually a state park, as I recall.
Yeah, and it was built by the civil engineers in the 30s to replicate what the totems.
Because the totems themselves,
Very symbolic.
they don't last forever because they're made of wood.
And they kind of reminded us of like the Kachinas. They tell the story, and they have, symbols of power and
A whole bunch.
of
Mortuaries.
each community and so on. This looked like the fiddleheads that we saw or had in Maine.
That's just a section of them.
Yeah, there was like these totems all around this grassy area.
That's just, I don't know what, this is outside of Ketchikan.
Well, it's at the Totem
Yeah,
Town.
and just, it's overlooking the bay. It just, again, really
It's kind
pretty.
of gloomy that day. This is inside the house where the
I guess
the community or clan, whatever it was, would live.
and the higher the hierarchy, the higher that they got to live on. All families actually lived in this thing.
And in the middle was where the fire would be. Very similar to the Native American communities that we saw.
That's the outside of the clan house. I couldn't tell you what this is other than it was beautiful.
And that when they replicated this, they carved them the exact way that the native Alaskans, Eskimos, would have carved them using a special tool that would dig out the wood.
It's just an interesting one.
That was a whale, wasn't it?
I think so. Isn't she pretty?
And we were waiting to get back on the boat. They did a
We
little bit
didn't
of
want to
shopping.
go. Are you happy, Gwen?
Yeah. Except my flat iron had
Oh, shut
died.
up.
I didn't have my straight hair.
Shut up. The Happy Wanderers.
Yeah, but we were heading home.
And just the part of Ketchikan. Blech.
Yeah, when the sun was out, it was so pretty.
You can see that cruise ships in Alaska are a big deal.
In
We're
starting
leaving,
in
one's
May,
rolling
yeah.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so pretty, wasn't it, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone must have been nice and comfortable. Don't have jackets on.
And this is what the Inland Passage looks like. Time for a rest, Gwen?
Oh, how Titanic.
Oh, how Titanic-ish. Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yeah, I fell asleep out there.
Mm-hmm.
And this was Friday night. This was the formal dinner, and this is the night where they had the Baked Alaska thing. They were, yeah. It was there were two formal nights. This was the second one.
And in our haste to pack, or hastiness, I forgot to pack dark socks for the dark suits, so I ended up buying these funky, kind of cool, multicolored Alaskan purple mauve
Black.
socks that,
Say the Alaska on 'em.
and it worked fine.
And this is Saturday morning, where we sailed all day till we got into Victoria around 6 o'clock at night.
Using up that last few minutes of internet. Going into Vancouver.
Yeah, that whole stretch of the, what's it called, the Inland
Passage.
Passage. We saw small little boats, and remember that?
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a nice picture of our room.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's where they backed in.
Backed into the port of Vancouver. We're going to go alongside of one of them.
Yeah, we were in the berth right next to the one in the middle there.
remember the hotel. It's... shoot.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember either.
Anyway, downtown Vancouver.
Yeah, we went
Victoria
and we
night.
had dinner.
Beautiful city.
Did we have dinner? No, we went and had a beer. That's actually Parliament.
Oh, it
That's
is?
all lit up, yeah. It was very pretty. It's the only time we saw the boat lit up at night, you know, from the outside.
Mm-hmm. That's our boat at night.
They had a couple of, you know, where you have the photographers take a shot, and some of these we bought. This is the one where we arrived
Judo.
in Juneau,
Juneau?
our first morning. No, excuse me.
Second, Gwen.
Yeah, because that's right.
God.
So that that was Tuesday morning.
Shit.
This, go ahead.
Having.
Go ahead. This was our first night at dinner.
It was? I'll be darned. I don't remember doing that at all. I
I
don't.
do. I even remember where it was. It's a nice picture of us.
Mm-hmm.
This was really cool. Dave figured out a way that he could shoot panoramics, and then I figured out how to merge them together.
That's because we're a team. Hubbard Glacier.
Yeah, the panoramic shot. But anyway, it really was a wonderful trip.
Yes, it was. Can we go again,
We're
please?
so blessed.
Oh, please, can we go again,
It
please?
really brought in awareness for us for global warming and protecting our resources. Anyway, I love
It
you,
was
hon.
wonderful. Love you, Winnie.